Hello, I'm Dr. Jim Waldsmith with Vetel Diagnostics, and I wanted to take a little time today to talk to you about diagnostic imaging, and specifically how we're utilizing artificial intelligence to improve the lives of the equine practitioner. But first off, I wanted to share something kind of fun. We were asked earlier this year to come to Dolphin Quest and help take some radiographs of dolphins, chest radiographs. And this is typically how it's done, where the animal is put in a sling and taken up onto the beach, and then radiographs are taken on the beach, and it's a cumbersome process. It takes a lot of people and it takes a lot of time, and perhaps can be a little bit stressful on the dolphin itself. But with our new Enduro X system, we can actually put the detector panel under the water, and you can see it actually gets quite a bit easier. So here, the detector panel's under the water. The dolphin's just been trained to swim up on top of the detector panel, and then the veterinarian can step in and take the radiographs. So you'll see it was a much faster process, more normal physiologically for the animal, and of course it took less people. So kind of a better way to take chest radiographs on dolphins. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today we want to talk about equine systems. But why did Dolphin Quest buy our Enduro X? Well, because it's rugged and it's waterproof. It's a high-definition detector panel, which is a new state-of-the-art, and therefore it produces excellent image quality. But we pride ourselves at Vetel by really understanding the equine practitioner, what the challenges are in their day, and how to address them. So if you talk to equine veterinarians, most of them will say there just doesn't seem to be enough time in the day. Image quality sometimes isn't that reliable, and that's a problem. And you want to be able to diagnose quickly in the field and reliably in a very busy day. So here's some of the ways we can help that along utilizing artificial intelligence. So the first thing we've done is trained our system to recognize the radiographs of the horse. So we can recognize the 96 most common radiographic projections, and what you see here is the system's put in acquisition mode, and it automatically knows it's a horse, it's a lateral hock, and then it labels it, and you're off to taking your next radiograph. No more time spending the development of hanging protocols, changing annotation. That's all done automatically for you. Then the next thing you need is some information. So after that, we can actually calibrate the image, and we can do several measurements, and you'll get an unbiased report with magnification corrected measurements, all collated into a very simple and easy to understand report. So what you see here is just a little cartoon of the process it goes through. And then after that, it generates a report for you. Here's page 1 of the report, where we have the patient image here, and in this case, the palmar angle. And down here at the bottom, what you're seeing is a normality curve, the entire database, and the little black line shows you your patient's palmar angle. And then based on that location, the system generates some comments with respect to this particular horse. But we measure 10 different indices, and here they are. They're all listed here for you. There's a little cartoon that indicates what each indice is, and then each index is mapped out here with respect to how normal or not normal it is. And here you see this horse is pretty normal, just maybe a little bit P3 descent would not be considered in the normal curve. So that's one thing. We've actually been doing that for a long time. What we've just released is the equine neck. Now that the portable digital radiography systems are able to image the neck much better than they used to, we're now making measurements of the neck as well. So we're measuring the intervertebral gap, we're measuring the horizontal lines to detect changes in the axis of the neck, and also putting in a set of vertical lines where we can measure the depth of the spinal canal. And if we can, we will automatically detect which vertebral body we are looking at as well. So here's an example of the report of the equine neck that's generated. So if it's a normal measurement, then it's going to be indicated in green. If it's not normal, whether it's too small or too large, it's going to be either indicated in yellow or red. And then in all of our reports, we have our references. So there's a hyperlink in the report. If you want to look up the scientific studies that we utilize to produce these measurement processes and reports, you can always look up the paper by clicking on the hyperlink. After that, image quality is important. If you don't have good quality image, you can't be confident in your diagnosis. And so a few years ago, we developed Lumina IQ, in which artificial intelligence is used to reduce the noise in the image and therefore give you more image clarity. So here's an example of a caudal cranial stifle. Not a bad image, but could be better. And it has a lot of noise in it. And noise in an image is the graininess or speckles that you're going to see. And what the artificial intelligence is able to do is to identify the noise frequencies in the image and just suppress them down to nothing. And you can see once we take all the noise out of the image, it's much more clear. The contrast is greatly improved. Here we can actually see the superposition of the patella over the lateral condyle of the femur. And you can also notice that the joint space is much easier to see, just giving you a much greater sense of clarity simply by removing the noise that's in the image. And there's noise in every radiograph, so it's not a unique type of thing. So finally, how is AI or artificial intelligence going to impact the veterinarian's life? Well, you're going to be able to make a more informed and precise diagnosis in the field really immediately, because all these measurement processes and report generation are being done automatically in the background as you continue to do your work. You're going to have improved image quality, and that means you're going to be able to detect more subtle differences or subtle pathologies that maybe you couldn't detect before. And the end result of that is you're going to accomplish more in less time. So hopefully that makes sense to everyone, and if you'd like to come by our booth or contact us, we'd be happy to talk to you more about how we can utilize our tools to help you in your daily life as an equine practitioner. Thank you.